Hey everyone, welcome to Simple Science Day with Danny. Today we are going to be focusing less on the experiment and instead learning more about how to conduct an experiment well. I'm going to start by introducing my experiment to you today. For today's experiment, we're going to be looking at 4 different types of paper and seeing which one absorbs the best. So to start off, I'm going to tell you what papers I have and what other materials I'm going to need for this experiment. So here are my 4 different types of paper, which I have glued to a wooden skewer. They are all 3 centimeters wide and 9 centimeters long. I have cardboard, thick paper card, lined paper, and toilet paper. I also have a bowl of water, which I've coloured blue just so I can see the absorption easier. Now that I've told you what I will be using for this experiment, I'm going to be talking to you about 2 different things. The first is variables.
A variable is a part of the experiment that changes. In our experiment today, our variable is going to be our paper.
The second thing I'm going to talk to you about is controls.
A control is a part of the experiment that we can control so that it stays the same. In our experiment today, we have 2 controls. Our first is our time, and our second is our size of paper. The best experiments try to limit variables and maximize controls. If we have too many variables or things changing, then we might not know what is causing our results, which can negatively impact our findings.
Great, now that we've covered what variables and controls are and the importance of minimising our variables and maximising our controls, we can get started on our experiment. Before I start this experiment, I need to make a hypothesis. My hypothesis is what I think I will find during this experiment. I think that the toilet paper will be the most absorbent paper and the brown cardboard will be the least absorbent. So what I'm going to do now is take my bowl of water and I'm going to sit my 4 different types of paper on my skewer into the bowl of water so that they're just touching. And then what I'm going to do is time it for 20 seconds. Okay, ready? As you can see, each piece of paper has different amounts of water that they've soaked up. So we can see that the water's travelled not as far on these 3, but on the toilet paper, it's travelled all the way up here. Now I'm going to measure it so we can get more accurate results. I've measured each one of my 4 pieces of paper and how far the water has travelled up each one. And this is what I have found.
On our cardboard, the water travelled 0.5 centimetres. On our card paper, it travelled 1 centimetre. On our lined paper, it travelled 1 centimetre. And on our toilet paper, it travelled 8.5 centimetres.
The results that I have show that the toilet paper was in fact the most absorbent paper out of the 4 that I had, and the cardboard, the thick brown cardboard, was the least absorbent. This is shown as the distance travelled on the toilet paper off the water was a lot further than all of the others, and the thick brown cardboard had the least distance travelled by the water, so its absorption wasn't very good. We're now done with conducting our experiment. We started with our materials and introducing what we were going to be doing. We then spoke about variables and controls and made sure that we minimised our variables and maximised our controls. we did a hypothesis for our experiment, which is what we thought were going to happen. We then conducted our experiment. We got our results, and then we spoke about what we found out from this experiment. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Maybe you can make up an experiment of your own and follow the same sort of process that we did today. I'd love to see if you do come up with anything. Have a great day and take care.